Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss about the functions. We will see how to define the function in Python, how we can pass the argument in the this function, and what will be the return type. Means if I want to return from a function, then how we can capture. So we will see everything about the function. So let's start. So first, let's understand what is the Python. So far we are working. So we have seen like print. Print is also a inbuilt method. If we talk about the different, for an example, if I will take import and math. Okay, so this is the a library, and here what I say. So print is also a method which accepts some values. So print inside this one, if I will take math dot sqrt square of 25, and at point of this time when I will run this, it will give us 5. 0.0 it is giving the reason because it consider with the float. If you want to make it integer only, then you just do like this, means we are converting, it will give us 5. So the main thing is the square. So it is also inbuilt function, means there are some functions, inbuilt function, which take the parameter. So now if I want to create my own function, then how can do? But before that, why we need the function? So function in Python are essential building block for reusing the code. For an example, I have a add method. Now that add method, what it do, it take two number and it do the sum. Now what I'm doing, currently I'm just passing number 2 and 3, and it is giving a sum. Tomorrow I want to add 9 and 10 numbers. So do we create a different method for that? No. What we want, we have to create one method and we will reutilize it every time whenever we need or we want to add some numbers. So functions allow us to encapsulate code into the reusable block and make our program as a modular, readable, and easier to maintain. So how we define the method first of all? So to define the method, first we have to write the def. This is the keyword, and then we have to give the method name. So for an example, I'm taking the method name, it's add. Now inside this one, what I will do, I'm just printing calling method, and obvious one thing here, we have to write the colon. So this is the way of defining a method, means def, this is the keyword, and add, all these things. Now how we call this method? It's a simple way, just put the add and or okay, let's call this add because inside that only we are printing. At point of that time when I will run this, you are seeing it is calling that method and it is printing because it's calling, and based on that it is printing that. So this is the way of defining a method and calling a method. Now the thing is, I have defined this method. Next, how I can return a value from a method. So for an example, this is currently add method, and from here I want to return some number. So any number I want to return. For an example, here I have taken return means 5 plus 2. This I want to return from here. So at point of that time, if I will run, it will not print anything because we are not printing anything. And here what I will do, I'll just take a equal to add, and what I will do, print this a. So when I will run this code, what it will be, it is giving the 7, and the reason is obvious because we are returning 5 plus 2 means sum of that. Or directly if you want to call it here and run this, you will see the same amount. So this is the way we can return the value from the function also. There is any way can we return multiple values? The answer is yes. How we can return? Instead of 5 means 5 plus 2, I'm just returning 5 and 2, and then when I will run this, what it will give, it is giving us 5 and 2 because we are directly calling. And if I will take like a comma b, and here if I will run b, and when I will run this, it will give us 2. So what I'm trying to say is, if we want to return multiple values also, it is simpler in the Python. We can return multiple value by using the comma. Here if I want to return, for an example, like .NET Office, and let's take it in the C, and here if I will print C, and when I will run this, it will give us the .NET Office. So the thing is, we can return multiple values also from a method. So we have to use the return keyword, and how many you want to return, just put the comma. Now the next thing is parameterize function. For an example, this method take num1 comma name. So what I will do, okay, let's take age and name. This I'm taking, and I want to return some values from here. Means for an example, here I'm just saying like 2 comma .NET Office. In that case, the thing is, it will return the same only because we are returning the same. But how we pass the parameter is, we have whatever you want here, just give that variable name, the name basically, and from here you pass. It will automatically, now you are seeing it is indicating age is 2, name is .NET Office. So it will automatically taken care from here. Now inside this one, whatever you want to do operation, you can do. For an example, here if I will say, if age is less than like 18, just say like print what I will say, let's say name comma is minor. So that we can do, or you can use, so this I'm just doing in that way, and just put the colon, and here what I'm going to do else. Now here first put the colon here, let's put the colon here, print, and here I'm saying name, and what I will do, I'll just put the plus, and in that case is adult. This I'm taking. So currently this method is not returning anything. So I'll just call this method in this way. Let me run this. When I will run this, currently I'm just putting 2, so it is saying .NET Office is minor. So this is the way we can play with the functions also. But now the thing is, see here what I'm trying to do, I don't want to pass the age. That's the thing. I don't want pass the age. When I will run at point of this time, what it will do, it will give the error, and what it is saying, add missing one required potential argument. Means we are giving, see, I'm just giving one value. So age is considering as in .NET Office, and we are not giving anything to this. So what I can do, if you want to pass any default value, just assign like this and comma. The thing is, here it is basically the name. It is saying non-default parameter follow default parameter. Now here what I will do, I'll just put here. So this way means default value we will put at the last. When I will run this, what it is saying, it is minor. Let's put it as a 20 and run this. It is adult. After that also, if you want to pass, you can pass your own value, means 5. So it will be considered as a 5, means the primary it will take as in this 5. The thing is, we can pass the default value as well. Another thing, there is one more thing. For an example, here what I want to do is, here I have defined these values like name and age. What if I want to first pass the age? For an example, as a user, I don't know what kind of the parameter it is, and what I did, I just passed 5 and then name I pass. Will it work? No. The reason is because first it is expecting a string and then number. It will not work. So in that case, how you have to define? You have to define like age colon and then name colon. So this way we have to define it. So here instead of colon means equal, we have to put, we are assigning the value. So we are just saying age is 5 and name is whatever that we are going to give. So it will automatically taken care of that one. So let's see, and here it is working as expected. So even you can pass the parameter in this way also. Now the another thing is, for an example, here what I'm going to do, I'm going to take num1 comma num2, and here what I will do, here I will say for I in let's say whatever the number is coming from there, we are going to do the sum. So let's return it. Return num1 plus num2. And here what I'm going to do, I'm going to just assign 5,6, and I'm just printing it to like this. And when I will run this, it will give us 11. That is correct. Now the thing is, what if I will pass many values to this one? Will it consider at point of that time when I will run this? No, it will not work, because here it is expecting 2 parameters, but we are giving more than 2. So it is giving the error. So in that case, how we can do? Then what we can do, we are saying number 1 is fixed, means we are giving one number 1 value, other value you can give anything. When you will put star here, so and when I will run this, it is working. So what it is saying, number 1 and number 2, yeah. So it is giving the error. Reason? Because star when we put means you can give as many number you want, but it will consider it as a tuple. Means it's not a simple now number, it considers it as a tuple. So what I will say, I will take as in 0, and when I will run this, you are seeing the 11 here. And how you can see, for an example, here I'm just returning this one, means num2, and when I will run this, you will see it is returning 6, 7, 8, means it is behaving as a tuple. So now in this one, if you want, you can just put the for loop. For an example here, c equal to num1, and here you can put I in num2, and here what you can do, c equal to c plus and num of num2 of I you can do, and then what everything is done, then what you can do, you just return c. So that way you can do. And when I will run this one, so here currently tuple index out of range. So here what it is giving here, so here means it is giving the tuple index out of range. And the thing is, what we have to do, we have to define it as in range, because it is considering as it is. So let's take range of length we are having for this tuple. So now let's run this, and we are seeing it is 26. So it is considering, means how many value you gave, what will happen, it will consider as in all the parameter it will take. Now what if I will remove this one, means dot star, and here what I will say 0, and when I will run this, here you will see again the 27. Obviously the answer will be the 27. Now what it is doing, everything it is considering as in tuple. How you can see that? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to return the num2, and when I will run this, you will see every value is behaving as in tuple. So this is the way functions behave, means what we have seen through here, how we define the function. First of all, def, then function name, and parameter depend. You want to pass the 1 parameter, 2 parameter, and if you don't know the length of the parameter, just put the star, and based on that you can manage it. And inside that operation, as per you want to do, you can do. You can return multiple values as well. For an example, here if I want to return with this, you can return it, and here you can see this is coming. So you can play, if you want to practice, just play around these methods or functions. You will get more knowledge on this one. So if you have any question and doubt, please comment. Thank you.